is so if y'all don't know what the inverse effect, lick is, I will show you. It's the inverse effect, and I think it's pretty stupid because kids are going around and in schools, like they go to school there and say,
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Baron YouTube channel, and devious licks have gone too far and is apparently going to make some schools even shut down. And because of that, schools have been snitching completely to TikTok and it has gotten the trend completely removed. So starting off, you don't know what a devious lick is. It's basically stealing something and getting away with it. And also people use synonyms to devious like diabolical or just pretty much any word like that. But this trend has been going on for like a week, and it's gone from stealing soap dispensers and maybe one microscope and even a couple signs to literally stealing a $40,000 projector, stealing buses, and stealing the entire school, and just doing crazy stuff like making it so your teacher's car can't start or your principal's car can't start by either taking some important parts out of the car or even just unscrewing the tires and just taking them. Now, of course, people have skipped this entire step and just decided to kidnap their teacher, but that's more of a kidnapping charge than an actual stealing charge. And then people have decided to take every single herpes known to man, otherwise known as the school water fountain, and just put it in the back of their truck, including urinals and toilets and even an entire row of sinks, which I'm not even sure how you fit that in your car. But in general, this has caused schools to not only suspend people to the fullest degree and even give people felonies and make them have to go to jail or juvie for a couple months and expel them, but also in general, schools have just sent out widespread emails and even had to completely close down bathrooms, leading to the school getting shut down because you apparently can't operate with no bathrooms, which actually makes a lot of sense, but especially if there's no toilets, you can't really operate a school. So the school has pretty much gone to every single measure, trying to send home letters, trying to get people to stop doing this trend, and they even emailed TikTok to get them to remove the trend off of TikTok completely. So you got TikTok straight up just snitching, and it did get removed. As you can see, it says this phrase may be associated with behavior or content that violates our guidelines. Promoting a safe and positive experience is TikTok's top priority, and TikTok basically bends the knee to anyone, but especially schools when they're having to be shut down because they're just getting everything stolen. But one thing that I found extremely funny about what this trend has turned into is just people are stealing soap, and the soap dispensers are gone, so they're just having to go and just grab it off the soap holder, which doesn't even have an actual dispenser on it anymore, and they basically hold it up and say, I'm selling for $15, DM to negotiate prices, and I'm trying to figure out who's about to buy your school's soap. And not even a soap dispenser, just a straight up soap. You know, the school's got the worst, most cheap soap out there, and you're trying to sell it for $15. But since this trend is basically going to be over soon, with TikTok having banned it and everything, soon TikTok's gonna start taking down every single video having to do with this trend at all. So I wanted to just go ahead and show some of the top, most expensive licks I've actually seen. And starting off, we have this smartboard, which is like $40,000. And I gotta say, that's the most devious lick I've seen in this entire thing. Sure, people have stolen the school, but chances are you're not going to get away with just stealing a school. You're going to have to give it back. But the smartboard, however, I highly doubt they're actually going to be able to get this back from you, especially if you hide it real well. There's no way they're about to get this $40,000 smartboard back at all. Then next we have this guy who decided to steal apparently every single school microscope they got, and these run for like $100 each, so he probably stole at least $1,000 worth of just school microscopes, which is a pretty devious lick if you ask me. Next, I've actually seen multiple people stealing these school fire extinguishers that could range from over $100 to $1,000, depending on if it's like a massive one or just like a small one. So obviously a devious lick is over $100. $100, and that's definitely a devious lick. Next, we actually have the school fire alarm system, and even just the red boxes can range from $100 to over $1,000. So I gotta say that's one of the top devious licks too. But to be honest, at the end of the day, I am kind of happy that this trend is over with, just because schools don't really have to pay for any items that they lose. They probably have insurance, so the insurance is just gonna cover it. And some people are just being straight menaces, stealing people's clothes and DDoSing their school's Wi-Fi, which just completely stops anyone from using the internet. So I'm not gonna miss those menaces at all, just because that's just too far. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go and like the video and subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this in the future. And because it's a brand new channel, so it'll really help me out. And peace.
But yeah, that is the devious lick. Let's watch some more.
Hello everybody, and you might already know if you saw my other video about devious licks. Now, devious licks are basically just stealing stuff from your school. Whether you're at a public or private school, if you want to go into the bathroom and just steal a soap dispenser off the wall, that would be considered a devious lick. And it's been blowing up on TikTok like within the past 4 or 5 days, getting millions and millions of views and likes, and it's just been crazy. However, now that the trend is kind of like leveling off, you can finally see all the people who actually got in trouble from trying to steal a smart board or just some other property from their school. Now this TikTok actually has over 500,000 likes, and it basically just shows a police officer and they say, y'all really got me arrested over a TikTok. Second time getting arrested for hitting devious licks. We're not gonna stop though. So as you see, this guy stole something from his school, and I'm not sure why people expect that they aren't going to get caught, especially on TikTok getting millions of views. A ton of people are going to see you, and no doubt people from your school are going to find out, and they're going to end up snitching on you, so it's not even worth it. And if total, if you are to do a devious lick, I would stop at 1, because after the first one, they probably will expel you if you try to steal something else, and you're going to have to end up paying for it anyway. So I have no idea why people are continuing to do devious licks even after getting caught. Like, not only could you get expelled, but if it's like really bad, like a smart board that costs over $40,000 that I've seen people take, you're probably going to get a felony and have to go to juvie or something, depending on how old you are, which isn't worth it at all. And just to show you how big this trend actually is, I personally haven't seen it in my school at all because my school is lame, but inside of some of these TikToks, they actually show how bad it actually is in some of these schools, and you'll just see all the sinks are missing, the stall doors are missing, they only got one soap dispenser, and just everything else is just gone. Then inside of some other TikToks, they basically show a person over the loudspeaker talking about how they had to close down all the bathrooms because just everything is stolen out of them. Like, people are really licking the bathrooms clean, there's nothing left. And for the schools who actually do have stalls, if you actually want to use the bathroom at school, I would highly suggest during these troubling times that you just don't. It's just not worth it anymore. Like, I've seen people get their shoes snatched, their clothes snatched. Bro had to walk out the stall with literally no pants on. Like, this has gone too far. How is stealing somebody's clothes off them a devious lick? Then you got people actively during class, literally just stealing the fire hydrant off the wall. Like, you just see right here, hit a lick in the middle of class, and this guy just goes up to it and just throws the fire extinguisher in his bag. You can hear the teacher just yell at him like, what are you doing? And he just walks out of class. Like, there's no chance that this person got away with it. He definitely got detention or whatever. Then you got people just straight up taking the water fountains and just walking out of school with them. Like, how is this even happening? How is no one snitching? I know I wouldn't personally snitch. I just feel like, what is going on? Like, you can just imagine just seeing somebody just carrying one of the water fountains out of school and just placing it inside of their trunk. Also, people who don't even post it to TikTok are just stealing things just because. Like, imagine just exposing your car to all this bacteria on the water fountain. Man got every single type of herpes in his trunk. Then in some schools it's really bad, so they had to put these soap dispensers back up so people could actually use the bathroom, but at the same time they had to like put metal over it. Like a literal prison. They had to put metal over the soap dispensers so nobody took it. And not just put metal over it, but also add locks, which I'm sure someone's about to just break anyways. And since this trend's kind of like old, it's kind of evolving into some other other stuff, and you just see people just being straight menaces. Like, this person apparently is running up the school's water bill, which isn't gonna do anything because I highly doubt the school even really pays for water. Like, I'm pretty sure taxpayers just pay for that. I highly doubt anybody's gonna shut off the school's water supply if they use too much water or something. So I highly doubt this is doing anything, but because there's no toilets and no sinks to wash their hands. Anyways, make sure you guys go and like the video and subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this in the future, and peace.
None of you MFs feeding this lick. You got man, you got bitches, slap this, you feel me? Fucking your hoe, giddy up. Lick in the middle of class. Hey man, it's that hoop life mixtape. It's that pretty boy music if you're on the streets, man. You got man, you got bitches, slap this, you feel me?
You feel me? Yeah, hold on. Pull up on that good snooze. My nut on that it's yeah, damn it, you feel me, damn it.
Week of school, and I already with the most diabolical lick. That hoop life mixtape. This that pretty boy music if you're on the streets, man. You in the gutter, man, you got still in school getting lit. Know who it is, your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that hoop life mixtape. This that pretty boy music if you're on the streets, man. You in the gutter, man, you got bitches, slap this, you feel me? Hey man, you already know who it is, your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that hoop life mixtape. This that pretty boy music if you're on the streets, man. You in the gutter. Hey man, you already know who it is, your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that hoop life mixtape. This that pretty boy music if you're on the streets, man. You in the gutter, man, you got bitches. Hey man, you already know who it is, your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that hoop life mixtape. This that pretty boy music if you're on the streets, man. You in the gutter, man, you got.
Purex plus Clorox 2 gets you back to a bright clean so your kid can shine. So bright.
Look forward to what lies ahead. 97% of Subaru Outback vehicles sold in the last 10.
So here we have another dumb TikTok trend that is basically causing children to become criminals. Yeah, super dope. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's under this demonic lick sound on TikTok. So the sound that plays I don't think is copywritten, so here you can take a listen.
Hey man, you already know who it is, your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that hoop life mixtape. This that pretty boy music.
So that's the whole sound that plays the entire time. And it says just hit another deepest lick. It always zooms in on a backpack. Right, the original was somebody had stolen one of the exit signs from a school. This time he steals the rail. As you can see here, he steals the stair rail. If we close this off, we can go to other ones as well. Just hit the most diabolical lick. Alright, let's see. I actually don't know what this one is. Oh, a black guy. That is a pretty diabolical lick if you ask me. But people do things like stealing shoes. It continues down. Here, let's see. Just the beginning, hitting these diabolical licks. He posted that for Snapchat. He's taking all kinds of stuff. Apparently he's putting his face in it too. Like, how dumb do you have to be, right? This person here says, my boy posted his whole face for the case. Like, people are actually going to get in trouble for this. Stealing soaps, stealing signs, stealing railings, stealing shoes, stealing people's, like all kinds of stuff, right? There you go. Needed new shoes, so have to hit a lick. Right, this one could be staged. I saw another one like that was staged, but still, regardless, it continues. This one here is kind of funny. though, POV or high school janitor, hear this sound across the hall, I would quit, dude. I would quit too. Because they're making a mess, right? Kids have always been awful, terrible human beings in school, but this is just ridiculous, right? I saw one where they were stealing a smartboard as well. Those smartboards are extremely expensive, and you don't want that to become a felony. But to hit the most malicious lick of the century, like, so you broke the toilet off, and now you're gonna steal the toilet? Oh, you're gonna make a mess. Like, that poor janitor's probably not getting paid a huge chunk of money to clean up your guys' messes. Your guys' garbage. But really, like, I just don't understand these people. And other people in the comments are pissed off as well. Like on this video, this is why school textbooks are from 2006. Such a productive trend. If only they put this much effort into actually passing high school. Now I wonder what happens when they get caught. What I don't understand is how they did not get caught yet. This trend is getting out of hand. Schools are completely underfunded in yellow doing this, please. Anyone else find this kind of sad, but also kind of funny? Okay, that one's like middle range. So glad I graduated before this happened. And don't get me wrong, right? Like, when I was in school, we did all kinds of dumb things. Like, elementary school, I remember pinching the tip of my thing and peeing on the ceiling. I was in elementary, though, and, I also peed myself in kindergarten, so it kind of balances out in that situation. Right, we did our fair share of dumb things like this. Absolutely. But not quite like this, right? Like, people smoked in the bathrooms, that kind of stuff. I know some of you older folks that watch my content are probably like, yeah, we were allowed to smoke in school because, smoking is healthy for us, or whatever they were telling you guys back then. But this year, right, nobody did this, and if you did this, you were a piece of garbage, right? Like, regardless. And I went to a bad school, right? Like, there's a janitor at the other end of this that's probably making, $30K. Year tops, like, right, who has to clean all of this, and it just continues to. People are stealing other things, like this is like an administration sign or something from it's a direction board, admin. So what, this is from like a high school or like a college or something, and then they put all their faces in it. Like, how are you not getting in trouble, right? Like, these people are gonna get busted. This video right here is 80K likes. 80K likes. Like, of course, it has the school and everything. People are going to tell on you, dude. People are going to tell on you. Right? Like, this, it just continues to get worse and worse. And the more people do this trend, right, the more worse it's going to get, right? There's another content creator complaining about people committing what would be considered a felony, like grand theft, right? Stealing smartboards and electronics and computers. Oh, right here. Y'all really out here risking it for stupid TikTok trend? Is it this one?
TikTok just breaks my stupid dumb brain sometimes, man. After all these videos I've made talking about trends and just all the reading I've done about trends for these videos, I should be used to it by now. But I swear, every time somebody manages to raise the bar for weird, strange things that they can do to chase clout on the internet. So as you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about the devious licks trend today. So the crux of this trend is that you steal something from your school, and that's it. People will steal something, post a video of it to TikTok, and then they'll caption it with something like, "I just hit the most devious lick." This originated on September 1st when a TikToker stole a box of disposable masks from their school and posted it on TikTok with the caption, "A month into school, absolutely devious lick. Should have brought a mask from home." Apparently this was groundbreaking enough to take off, although I can't really say that I understand why. Like, this kid just took something that was worth a few dollars from his school and posted it on TikTok. But apparently that's all it takes these days to mobilize an entire online community into robbery. Like, is that really all it takes to convince people to steal from schools? Yeah. So when I first saw this trend, the first thing I thought is, what the f does devious licks mean? So I decided to put my English major skills to the test and conduct some investigative journalism to dissect the literary meaning of this phrase. Those were big words. I can't believe I just pulled that out of my ass. Those are some big words. The word lick or licks is apparently a slang term that people use to refer to somebody coming up on a large sum of money. Usually this means that they stole a bunch of money or something else of value. As for the word devious or other synonyms that people are using, I don't really think it's meant to mean much here, it's just supposed to sound funny, and honestly, I gotta hand it to them. I think it's pretty funny. I really like the word nefarious, so they got me there. Whenever I hear that word, I think of the ultimate DILF, Dr. Nefario. My sweet prince. This trend escalated very quickly from boxes of masks as people began to steal bigger and stranger things. Another TikTok that went absolutely viral was the one where somebody stole a hand sanitizer dispenser.
It's perfect.
Ring Central. Message, video, phone. Together.
And here's another one that blew up where somebody stole a goddamn microscope. All these videos got insane amounts of views and likes as soon as they were posted, so naturally a bunch of other TikTokers hopped aboard the trend. And since there are so many of those TikToks out there now, why don't we take a look at some of them? Most of them are pretty funny, or at the very least pretty weird, so it should be a good time. Let's go over to the desk. The desk is in that direction. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's like, you're here, desk is like there. Unimportant. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these TikToks. Okay, so here's the classic. This is a mess of audio. I forgot about that. Holy crap. You hear the text-to-speech and the song. At least we're not going to get the same 3 songs for the next 10 minutes like we did in the LeBron videos. That's always nice. Oh no, it's just going to be all this song, isn't it? This is another hand sanitizer thing, or is this... Oh, this might be a soap dispenser. Maybe it's a soap dispenser from a bathroom, I don't know, man. I already hit this godforsaken lick. That's a new one. Is that just money? Damn, this man is stacked. I hope he didn't steal that money. He probably didn't, but that is the definition of lick, so we can never be too...
Only the first week of school, and I already hit the most diabolical lick. Don't snitch.
Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy music. If you on the streets, man, you in the gutter, man, you got bitches, slap this. You feel me? This that
None
pretty
of
boy
you
music. If you on the
feeding
streets,
this
man, you in
lick.
the gutter, man, you got bitches, slap this. You feel me? Fucking your hoe. Giddy up. Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy music. If you on the streets, man, you in the gutter, man, you got... Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy music. If you on the streets, man, you in the gutter, man, you got bitches, slap this. You feel me? Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy music. If you on the streets, man, you in the gutter, man, you got bitches, slap this. You feel me? Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy mixtape. This that pretty boy music. If you on the streets, man, you in the gutter, man, you got bitches, slap this. You feel me? Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy music.
Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. So you wanna choke, gun smoke. Whiskey smoke from me.
Hey man, you already know who it is. Your boy Lil B. Hey man, it's that Hoop Life mixtape. This that pretty boy music. If you on the streets, man.